UFC announcing Conor McGregor will be stripped of his UFC lightweight title. He has not defended it one time. It will be...
What's up, everybody? It's Chad. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for watching this video. So by now you guys have probably heard about it and seen about it, and if you subscribe to any small creators or small channels like mine, you may be well aware that YouTube has dropped the axe on small channels. Yeah, not really, but essentially small channels can no longer monetize their YouTube videos. So what does that mean, and what should you think about it? So I have a small channel, less than 1,000 subscribers. Because it's less than 1,000 subscribers, I can no longer monetize my videos starting next month. So obviously a lot of people use YouTube as their full-time job and make a lot of money off of it. A channel my size, obviously less than 1,000 subscribers, you know, around the 270 mark, depending on the day. Obviously, it doesn't affect me too much. I'm not making any money off these videos, but the idea that I could make money is something that definitely drives wanting to make YouTube videos. Obviously, as sort of a creative person by nature and by heart, you know, the idea of creating things as a business is very, very, very good. It's exciting. It's what keeps you going. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to earn a living doing the thing that they love. In terms of content creation and things like this, you know, it just makes sense. It's something that people love and people want to do. I mentioned it in the last video that I stopped making YouTube videos for a while. I went on a YouTube sabbatical, as I called it. And I mentioned there was a specific reason for that. So here's the reason. When I started this channel, you know, I was making just videos just for the hell of it, putting things up that I wanted to make and, you know, enjoyed filming my family and things like that. But for the most part, it wasn't with the intent of growing an audience or growing a channel. You know, I love watching YouTube videos, and I love making video. I was making video as part of my job. And so the idea of doing it for myself was super fun. So I started doing that. Fast forward to when I started the series of videos about buying a Nissan Leaf. And this channel sort of changed a little bit. I started gaining more and more subscribers. My views went up way higher than they had ever been before. Watch time, which is very important on YouTube, was very high. And I actually started making a little bit of money. When that happened, I started getting this feeling of like, okay, how can I grow this? How can I do more? You know, I got that little taste of that there is a YouTube audience out there for me. But what I started to realize is that maybe the audience I was speaking to wasn't right for me. Maybe I wanted to do something different, and it never ever felt quite right to me. And so I had to stop for a while. I had to stop making videos. I had to stop, obviously, the focus on the car. I very easily could have created a YouTube car channel, of which there are many great YouTube car channels, and I watch a bunch of them. But I just didn't think it was for me at the time. It just never felt right. It wasn't what I wanted to be doing at that moment. I loved making videos about my car. I love the idea of growing an audience. But the two, for some reason in my head, never really meshed. So I stopped for a while. I had to come to terms with who I was and what I wanted to do. And what I realized is that just the idea, just starting something from zero and making it into something, which if you've ever seen me anywhere on the internet before, I used to have a blog. I've made some products for some different retail channels and things like that. It always comes back to that for me. I want to take nothing and make it into something. I love ideas. I love executing on ideas, so that's who I am. And at the heart of that, the YouTube channel does that for me. So that is why I'm back. That's why I'm making videos again. And here I am. There's going to be videos about the car, like I mentioned. I'm just going to go ahead and make videos about everything that's going on in my life and all the things I'm working on. So that brings me to the point of today's video. Why should you keep making YouTube videos if you're a small creator? And I put together this list of the 5 reasons I think you should keep making videos if you're a small creator. And these are the things that I look at, and specifically a couple of them directly relate to me. So let's take a look at these 5 reasons. So the number one reason you should be making YouTube videos is because it is an excellent craft and it helps you learn. So making video, editing video, telling stories, getting that all out there is an amazing thing to learn. And outside of video making and content making, it can help you in so many parts of your life. Just the idea that you have a hobby or that you have a skill that you can share with others is incredibly important. So that is the number one reason to keep making YouTube videos. You are learning a craft, you are making video, you are telling stories, you are making content. Doing that on the regular basis is an amazing, amazing feat. It is absolutely something that you should do, either as an exercise for yourself to keep your mind sharp and to keep learning new things, as a way to grow, or just as a way to expand your already amazing repertoire I'm sure that you have. The second reason is something that I believe in deeply, and that is that everyone has a story to tell. And having the opportunity to tell your story to other people is amazing. That is why all of the feel-good videos that are on YouTube make such a huge impact. That is why vlogging became so popular. That is why any of sort of controversial topics pop up. Everyone's story to tell with the Me Too movement and anything along those lines. Everyone has a story to tell, and you deserve the opportunity to tell your story. YouTube is a perfect place to do that. Amazing stories seem to grow and seem to get picked up on YouTube. It is a great place to share your story. The third reason, and it's one that has grown on me more and more, is this idea of the community on YouTube. When I stopped making videos, I honestly miss the people who were commenting on my Leaf videos. Now, I mentioned before that I wasn't sure that the direction I was taking with my videos was right for me, but what I am sure about is the community of people who came out and watched those videos were amazing, and I enjoyed interacting with them. Building a community around your idea is an incredible, incredible feeling. It is worth the effort of making YouTube videos in the first place. As a small channel, it's the thing that I hold on to the most. Those dedicated people that are commenting on my videos and liking my videos every time I put them out. So thank you to those of you who are doing that. You know who you are. I truly appreciate you. And if you're struggling with whether or not you should keep making videos, just remember, someone is going to connect with you, and making that community, even if it's a small community, is incredibly worth it. The fourth reason is kind of an obvious one, but if you have a talent to share, YouTube is the place to do it. I watch a lot of YouTube channels, I truly do. I think that I am older than the main demographic of what YouTube watchers are, but I still tend to focus more on YouTube and watch more on YouTube than I ever have before. And specifically for me, people who are sharing their talent on YouTube, those videos blow me away. Specifically for me, I'm watching videos by I Like to Make Stuff and Peter McKinnon. My favorite YouTube channel right now is Binging with Babish. I hope you guys are watching that. It's an amazing, amazing channel. That one, of course, is the epitome of talent. From cooking and filmmaking and editing. It's perfect. It's a perfect YouTube channel. Check that one out if you haven't seen it. Links to all these are below. If you have a talent, this is the place to share it. I watch a lot of guitar player channels because I play guitar. I watch a lot of DIY channels because that's something that I never learned as a kid, and it's something that I want to be better at now. Obviously, filmmaking channels are incredible. So whatever your talent is, share it with the world. You know, if you have a smartphone, you have everything you need to put videos out in the world. Film yourself singing that song. Film yourself playing that guitar. Film yourself building Legos. Film yourself, building a shelf in your garage. Whatever those things are, take the time, film yourself. All the things I mentioned before feed into that one. The community is there. It's so worth it to do it. The final reason that you should keep making YouTube videos, and this is the one that's important to me, is just because you want to. Look, there's so many things out there to steal our attention. At the end of the day, you need to love what you're doing. You need to be passionate about what you're doing. So if you want to make YouTube videos, then do it. Stop waiting, get the camera out, film a video, edit it, and put it up on YouTube today. Of all the distractions in our life, just having the want to do something is so much farther than most people are going to get. Some people will dream about it, some people will think that maybe they should. Having the want and having that desire to actually get the camera out, pulling the camera out and starting. These are the things that are going to put you ahead. And I promise you that if you keep uploading videos and you keep working at it, you're going to grow your channel. And I think that goes for me too. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video. I'm putting it out there that I'm going to keep making videos even though I'm a small channel. I'm going to keep sharing the car. I'm going to keep sharing the business that I'm working on. and we're going to keep growing together. There's plenty of other opportunities for small channels to make money as well, things like Patreon or affiliate sales or things like that. I do use affiliate links down in my descriptions. I can tell you that I have made almost no money there. It makes sense to use those. So full disclosure, I do use those. I have made some money off of it. So yeah, that's an option. Obviously Patreon's an option. I don't know. That's not something I'm super interested in right now. I've been a follower of Patreon since they launched. I love the idea of Patreon. I don't actually support anyone on Patreon, which is interesting for as long as I've followed it. So the one thing that needs to be asked is this. Should small creators and small YouTube channels, should they be worried about making money? Should they be worried about making this their living? Should they be worried about creating a business out of this YouTube channel that they have started? My answer to that question is yes, they should be worried about it. Now, I'm not saying that it's healthy or good to quit your job and focus on your YouTube channel of 200 people, 200 subscribers. That is not smart. Documenting your life, sharing your life, making YouTube a part of what you are already doing is a great idea. That's what I'm doing now. I hope that smaller creators take more of an opportunity to do that. But that doesn't mean you can't worry about the future. That doesn't mean you can't plan for the future. Obviously, people are going to have a really hard time with the thought that their small channel can't be what it once was or can't be what it is now. Keep working, keep growing. That's my plan. That's what your community wants. That's what your audience wants. Make the content better. Keep upping your game. That's what we all have to do. So that's it, guys. I can't thank you enough for watching this video. If it's your first time here, be sure to like and subscribe. You know how that goes. Obviously, all of us smaller YouTube channels are going to start pushing for those subscribes more and more. I am more worried about the community, so I'm down in the comments. Leave a comment. You'll hear back from me. Go check out the Leaf videos. Be on the lookout for the rest of what I got going on. And yeah, again, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. My office is a mess, but using the new setup to film these videos, so tell me what you think. How do they look?